Learn how to navigate your marriage. Do not break your marriages over simple things. Be a wise woman and learn how to navigate your marriage. Learn the person that you're married to. All marriages are not the same because we are not all the same. We are different. The things that I like is not the things that you like. The things that your spouse like is not necessarily the things you like. But when you learn how to navigate yourself in the marriage, you find that it will become so much easier to live with a person who necessarily you may not agree 100%, because you're not trying to argue to death to prove a point. You have learned that argument that take all night long, they're not going to resolve any problem. So learn how to live with the person that you are with. God gave us common sense. God gave us senses so we can use it. He actually says, if you don't have any wisdom, ask of him who gives liberally without looking for fault. So if you don't know how to navigate your own marriage, ask God. He is going to give you wisdom on how to go about it. Because remember, there are people who are brought up in a well-rounded home, and there are others who are brought up in dysfunctional families. And those two people are very different. The people who came from a well-rounded home, they were nurtured, they were shown different things. They have people they look up to in their families who they can copy. So they have seen these things. And the other person who has come from a dysfunctional family, they don't have anybody to look up to because everything is dysfunctional in their environment. So there is no way you can bring these two people to adults and expect for them to be able to carry the marriage the same way. So first of all, you need to learn the background of the person that you are interested in, or your spouse, so that when you see the things they do, you know where they are coming from, so you can know how to help. Maybe that person who came from a dysfunctional family is you. So you need to be able to deal with that fact, because coming from a place where things were in disarray, you are going to find that you are not always going to be able maybe to make the right kind of judgment. You become your environment. So learn to be able to live with the other person. It is not impossible to live together, and we don't have to bring the worst out of each other. We bring the worst of each other because we are full of the worst. But if you're full of peace, if you're full of joy, there is nothing else anybody can bring out of you other than that. So learn how to live with one another, and don't expect that you can paste that fairy tale marriage into yours. Not everybody is like you. We are different, and so the marriages are equally different. And the things that goes in my household may not go in your household, and you can still have peace. Because the most important thing is to have peace in these marriages, is to be able to respect each other, is be able to submit to one another, is be able to be peaceful. That is the most important thing. There are things that I have grace that you don't have grace for. Like, for instance, I have 8 kids, and every single day, literally, there's going to be another child from the neighbor, from somewhere, who is going to stop by my house. So I'm going to have more than 8 kids in a particular day. But I have grace for that. That does not even bother me in any way. That might bother you so much, probably. You may not be able to handle that. So meaning I have that grace, but you do not have that grace. So we cannot be able to run our families the same. Whatever goes in my life may not be able to fit in yours. And so are the marriages. Whatever is going on in my marriage may not be able to fit in yours. But the most important thing is to keep the respect, to know that we are different people, to agree on things that we are going to do as a couple. May we be guided by the principles of the Word of God, but the nitty-gritty of, washing the babies, washing kids, cooking, those things we can sort out according to the needs that we have. Because the Bible does not say who is going to cook, who is going to wash the dishes. Those are cultural things, and they may change according to the environment, may change according to the times. If I'm working late and my husband is home, he might cook for the kids. And so we have seen that. And I know many people are very lazy to change, but there's no one instruction that can run all families. Families are different as people are. And so protect your marriage. Be a wise person who actually can work out things. Don't assume that that person is supposed to be like that. Don't compare. Why you not like that person? Why you not like that person? That person is different. Just learn how to live with each other, communicate. Let's communicate. Let's tell each other what we don't like. And when we ask God to help us navigate, because God is able to change people, God is able to give us wisdom to navigate our lives, let's lean on God. Let's ask God to help us. But protect your marriage. You don't have to be a statistic. Protect your marriage, because marriage is a beautiful thing. And God is honored when we protect our marriages. Okay? God bless you.